Hi guys! So it's a new month, which means that it's time for another end of the month K-pop haul. So today I'll be sharing a few things I've already shown on this channel through unboxings, but there's a few albums I picked up as well as some other things I've yet to share. So I'll try to go through this quickly because September was a rather light month when it comes to non-proxy haul things. So a few weeks ago I did have a big Zenmarket haul. So none of those things will be included in this specific video because that would just be really repetitive, I think. And so I'm going to start this video sharing what albums came to me in September. And so I actually didn't buy a whole lot of albums, I guess, last month. I did order a couple that haven't arrived to me yet, so that'll be in October's monthly haul for next month. But the first two albums that I did get were Luna's debut album, Plus Plus. So this, of course, was very exciting because this was OT12's official debut in Korea, the release that many of us have been waiting for. And I'll admit that I wasn't totally blown away by this album for the first listen. So the pre-release favorite I thought was okay. I think the music video could have been a bit better, which maybe was why I wasn't totally taken by it. But that song has grown on me, as well as Hi Hi, which is the title track for this mini album. I think when I first listened through this album, I wasn't really in the right mood, so I kind of put it on the back burner a bit, even though I did pre-order both the limited versions, as you see here. But I came back to it, and I really love the entire track list. I think the B-sides are some of Luna's best that they've released yet. I think in particular, look at the track list here. I really love Stylish, and track 4, and then Perfect Love's great too. And I guess maybe Favorite's the only one that doesn't really mesh so well with this album, but I'm glad that they stuck it on here so that it does have a physical release. And I'm sure many of you have seen these albums in people's hauls already and unboxing videos and whatnot. I'm in the same boat where I much prefer version B, and this cover is my favorite. I did get photo cards with this, but they're in my photo card binder, which I was a little too lazy to take out because they're just the group cards. I think I got the Shorties unit card and then the kind of far away group card for version A. When it comes to photo cards for Luna, I'm not really sure how I want to go about it yet. I think I'm going to just collect one member specifically, and I'm pretty sure my bias is Chu, but I'm still kind of undecided on that front, and I'm not really sure how I want to go about photo card collecting for them. It's a bunch more of a headache than I really want to deal with at this time. And then the other album that arrived was TVXQ's or Toshinki's Tomorrow album. And so this is their first full-length album since their post-military activities, and it encompasses a few of their singles that they released within the past year. And how this album stacks up, I think, to their other Japanese full-length albums, this has definitely become a favorite of mine. I think that there's a lot of great dynamics in this album. You have some really weird songs, which I really love for Toshinki, as well as some really pretty ballads, and I've been listening to this album pretty nonstop since it came out, and I'm just super impressed. When you compare this to their Chance of Love album, which they released earlier this year, I think that Tomorrow definitely seems more complete than their Chance of Love. I'm still waiting for a repack album for Chance of Love or something, just so that it polishes it a bit more. I feel like it needed a few more songs on there just to round off the album and make it sound more like a cohesive TVXQ album. But Tomorrow, I think, really achieves that classic Toshinki TVXQ album kind of level that I was expecting for Chance of Love, and the track list I think is all great. As I mentioned, there's some singles that they released prior to this. So you have like Road and Reboot, but there's a lot of great new songs on here, which I really love. Like I really love Showtime, Trigger, Jungle. So I really love TVXQ's just weird songs in general. And I got the CD DVD version, and it looks like SM changed up their packaging, I guess following what they did with the Road. And they have this CD DVD package here and a nice photo book, which I'm pretty happy with. Their styling and just really, I think all their photo books just keep improving over time. And so that's what this looks like. If you have yet seen an unboxing of this, I believe Top and Quan did it for all 3 versions of this album minus the Big East version. I love this album so much, and it's that classic TVXQ album I've just been waiting for since their post-military service. And I hope that they make a comeback this year in Korea, though based on SM's schedule, that seems rather unlikely. But this is the TVXQ that I know and love, and I'm just really happy that they released this album. And then for the jacket card, I ended up pulling this Jongmin one, which I was happy with, though I do collect, or try to collect, all their jacket cards. So these are the 3 albums that arrived to me in September. I mentioned that I do have a few ordered. Like I have Sunmi's album, Stray Kids album. I also have, I don't think I mentioned this a few months ago, but I also have FT Island's M-Wave album ordered. And I have a few other ones that I've been thinking of ordering. I just haven't really been keeping up with new releases because I've been going very heavy with the proxy site shopping, and there's been all these new 2 p.m. things that I've been trying to keep up with. So that's why there's not so many albums here. But next, I'll quickly go through some things I've already done unboxing for on this channel that I got last month. The first being Junho's Flashlight Tour photo book. So I did an unboxing of this after I bought this on Mercari through Japonica. So this is just a nice, lovely artist making book of his Flashlight Tour. So I have a full unboxing of this on my channel if you want to see more of it. The other thing that I uploaded an unboxing for was for the Just Between Lovers Premium Limited Edition DVD set. So I just uploaded an unboxing of this the other day, and this is something I've been waiting for months. I ordered this back in February and it finally arrived last month, and I'm so happy with just the quality of this DVD. I'm still a little salty that there's not English subs on this, which I go into more if you check out my unboxing video, but the goodies that are inside this box set, especially the photo book, I think kind of makes up for it. And I just love this drama so much. It's my favorite Korean drama, and it's Junho's first drama where he's the main male lead. And this is just a very raw and beautiful melodrama. And I've watched this already twice, and I'm planning to rewatch this for a 3rd time sometime soon. But this drama, I guess, is just one of those dramas that really touches you. And I think it's one that I'll treasure for quite a while. So I'm happy that I splurged and bought the box set. So I mentioned how I had a very small Japonica package last month where I bought this Flashlight artist making photo book. In that package, I also bought a few photo cards that were, of course, 2 p.m. related. And I'm going to be posting a video of just my 2 p.m. photo card collection, because that sort of morphs into a monster of its own and I think deserves its own video. So I plan to post that sometime soon. I'm not sure if I'll get to it this month, but definitely by early next month. And then for my other photo card binders, I'll probably do another video for that update, probably after the 2 p.m. one. But also in that package, I ended up buying this Taekyon fan site photo book. And so this is, I guess, a relatively new photo book from one of his prominent fan sites, and this is just a really good price, and it came with a lot of extra things, which I guess I'll share also during my 2 p.m. photo card binder video. So I won't, you could still I think buy this, so I don't think I could really flip through this, but just to give you a taste of what some of these images look like. I forget what years this was. I think it's, let's see what it tells me here. This is up to March 2017. So it has a lot of activities just before he entered the military. And this is just a gorgeous photo book. And I don't have many Taekyon fan site photo books, so I'm happy to have snagged this one for a pretty good price. Because it seems like on the secondary market, his tends to be a lot more expensive than the other members for some reason. And now the other thing that arrived that's fairly new is Woo Young's Matabokuwa concert Blu-ray. So I ordered this along with Holman's Tomorrow album, which is sort of why I didn't do an unboxing for Tomorrow when it came out, because it came a little bit later. So I could share the shipping with Woo Young's DVD, or rather Blu-ray. But I'm so happy to have this. I've mentioned this many times that this era for Woo Young is my favorite. Just the whole track list or set list for this is great. I have yet to have time to watch this, but this weekend I'm definitely going to be watching this. And for a quick flip through of the photo book, this is some of Woo Young's best styling. So I'm really excited to see this too this weekend. Not only is the set list great, but there should be very nice shots of him performing. And we're getting so many concert DVDs just thrown at us. I think next month, or rather this month, Junkei's No Time concert DVD is coming out, which I pre-ordered already. And then Chansung's Complex concert's coming out in February, and I'm sure many more will be announced before that one's released, like Junho's Winter Sleep concert, and I don't know if they're going to do one for the vocal line when they had their little concert in Japan, but that'd be cool if that also got a concert release. But these are so expensive, but I ordered this through Amazon Japan, which is definitely the place to pre-order DVDs, or rather Japanese DVDs, since they're usually discounted on pre-order, and also the shipping is just really fast through DHL. And the last thing I'm going to be sharing in this haul video are not photo books, DVDs, or albums, but rather some magazines. I kind of went a little wild with picking up some magazines on Amazon Japan, which is another great place to order, especially Japanese ones, which these are all Japanese magazines with either Junho or Junkei on them. And so I bought these on Amazon Japan, which is really not too expensive, especially if you buy these magazines in a large order. Shipping really doesn't amount to much, and after you take the tax out, the magazines aren't very much either on their own. So I just have this one Junkei one, and I ordered this because this was released around the time of his No Time era, and I really love this era styling wise for him. And there's some just nice photos in here. And there's also a twice ad in here, which I thought was a little funny. And Junho has been on the cover of a lot of magazines this year, so I decided to go ahead and purchase them because I thought, why not? And so this magazine was released, I think, shortly after Walk of Love was done. So you have some advertisements for that. You have a fold-out poster with Junho on one side. I don't damage this. See him there. And there's just a nice spread with him styled like in his drama, Walk of Love. And there's been a lot of translations on Twitter for all these articles with him in it, so it was nice to have a physical copy. Love this one, and I believe, and then you have some other K-pop groups too in here. And also Chansung had a little spread, which is nice. You have some key, some actors, Samuel, Rains, Day 6, and 7 o'clock, Golden Child, Attention, and some SF9 as well for this one. And for this one, it's styled very similar to the other one because this was around his Walk of Love time, and you also have Leo on the back here too, which is cool. So there's a little spread. Leo, as well as some other Korean entertainers. I'll flip through this quickly. And then you have Junho's spread here. And this also comes out with a fold-out poster too. So you have Leo on the side and Junho on the side. And now this TV guide one, again, similar styling to Walk of Love. So I'm just gonna flip through this. Chansung has a page on here too. And then this is Junho's section. I'm kind of curious with these photo shoots because he's wearing the same shirt and outfit. If they just did this all on the same day and just reused it, but he has a fold-out poster for this one as well. And now this last one is probably my favorite of the bunch. So this came out earlier this year, I think right after his Winter Sleep album was released and his Just Between Lovers drama wrapped up. So kind of flip through all these, where you'll see some familiar faces. And then Jim-K also has a section here, which is cool. So this is talking about his My 20s Korean album release. And then we have Junho here. So they're advertising a bit for the box set for Chief Kim. That was coming out in Japan, as well as his Winter Sleep album. And then goes into the Just Between Lovers, and we have some pictures from that drama, as well as this photo shoot. And this fold-out poster with an image from 6 Nights. So all of this were just things that arrived to me last month, excluding my Zenmarket haul. So I have a few more things coming. I mentioned Summy's album and Stray Kids album are coming to me, and FT Island's M-Wave mini album should be coming to hopefully sometime soon. Album wise, I don't see myself buying anything anytime soon. I was hoping Junho would have a Korean album to go along with his fan meeting, like what happened last year, but so far we haven't heard anything happening on that front. And then Chansung also has a Korean fan meeting too this month, so I guess that means both of them will be enlisting soon, which is no surprise. It's just a little sad that it's finally happening after kind of a whirlwind of a year for both of them. And also, as I mentioned, I have Junkei's No Time concert Blu-ray coming, and I ordered that with Day 6's Japanese album, a Youngcase version to be specific. So I might do an unboxing of that when it comes, because I don't see a lot of people unboxing Day 6 Japanese things. I'll have to see how my schedule is, because it's been a bit tight lately, which is why I haven't been very consistent with uploading videos as of late. But I hope you guys enjoyed this haul video. I'll do another one of these next month, but again, I think it's going to be rather light. But who knows, there might be some surprise releases that I'll have to get, which will make it a lot larger than I was expecting. But until next time, bye guys.